Good morning. Welcome to the DFS Army YouTube channel. I am Razzle11, and you can find me on Twitter at Razzle11Grinds. Going to take a look at some pitching options for today, Monday, the 22nd of May. First look here at some weather. Looks like we do have some rain in the Atlanta area. Right now, the PPD risk is pretty low, so we could probably feel pretty good about our pitching options. Some pretty warm temperatures around the Midwest, pretty much around the country by the looks of it. So we will take a look here. At the top, we have Christian Javier, the only guy at the 10K plus price point. Somebody that I'm going to be interested in because I just do not think the Milwaukee offense is that strong. And obviously, Javier's a pretty dang good pitcher. Yes, I just said dang. Double-digit K upside. Was part of no-hitters last year against the Yankees, so he can shut down some of the best offenses in baseball. And Milwaukee is not that. I would assume that he has to be favored, but it is against Corbin Burns, so maybe not. Just looking on my other screen here quick. Houston is a road favorite in this game, so should tell you a little bit. Not really going to be playing Charlie Morton against the Dodgers at this price point. I know he's capable of being strong. He just had an elite performance against Texas. I'm not going to chase that one here. I don't think he's going to turn it on and suddenly shut down the Dodgers, but I obviously could be wrong. But just not for me in this spot. Luis Castillo, probably the chalk of the slate, even though he has struggled over his last handful of starts. Actually, 5 straight starts, really. Even when he's been solid, it hasn't really, led itself to strong fantasy point performances. So, I have a feeling there's going to be some game log watchers that kind of skip over him. He's a massive, massive favorite. I want to say he's a minus 320 favorite right now. The total on the game opened up at 7.5 last night, and I'm seeing it at 8 now. And I think he was a minus 320 favorite when it opened as well. So I guess I don't know. Oakland might be expected to score a little bit more than they initially thought, but it's at home. Oakland's terrible. His numbers at home are so much better than on the road. To me, he's just a clear SP1 on the slate. I mentioned Corbin Burns when facing Javier. Has been better of late, so I think he's in play. I really do. The Houston offense hasn't done a ton of damage overall. I'm not going to go overboard here, but Corbin Burns will be in my pool. I will be using a little bit of Edward Cabrera. I do have some worry about the blister. Do have some worry about pitching in Colorado, obviously. Walks are the main issue. If he can avoid walks, I think the strikeouts are there. First, some GPP upside. So he's going to be in my pool. Bailey Ober will make it into my pool. I faded him against the Dodgers, and he was great. I don't want to use pitching against the Dodgers anyway, so, but he's great against Cleveland. He's allowed 1 run or less in 4 of 5. 6 Ks in each of his last 4 starts. I think he's, a pretty solid option against a Giants team that strikes out quite a bit. Going down, gonna have to consider Michael Lorenzen. Is 1 or 0 runs allowed in 4 of his last 5 starts. Coming off a great start against Pittsburgh. I think we just have to consider him against a KC team that strikes out quite a bit. Take a look at some Kansas City weather. It's going to be in the mid 70s, not really any wind, so maybe KC plays closer to what they traditionally are like, at that stadium. It's generally a pitcher's park. I think Lorenzen's a pretty solid GPP option. Tanner Houck, everybody was on him recently, and then he kind of started out hot and then gave up some runs. I just can't do it with him. Um, Going into LA, I'm not really interested in him right now. I think there's going to be people around the industry that will be talking about him and his upside. I'm just not going to go there, even though we did kind of pick on LA with the Twins pitching, but I just don't think Hulk is, I don't know, consistent enough for us in the spot. Brady Singer, I, really thought he was going to be an ace coming into this year. He's struggled quite a bit. Um, has just allowed 3 earned runs over his last 2 starts, so maybe things are turning around. He does get to face a Detroit lineup that is pretty weak, but if I do add him to my pool, as the day goes on, it'll be just, probably a 10 to 15% play in my 150 pool. Aside from that, I don't really see anybody else I want to utilize. Gavin Stone getting the call up. I'm not going to pick on Atlanta. He struggled in his debut. I think he's got a bright future, but I'm not gonna go there. Sean Manaea, I maybe, but I doubt it. I mean, anytime he's had to go more than you know 1 inning, other than the one start against Kansas City, like things just have not worked out. Walks, some home runs. I know the Twins can strike out, but I don't know that I want to rely on Manaea. I'd rather use Brady Singer and Lorenzen, Bailey Ober. So it does look like I'm gonna have abbreviated pool a little bit for the most part, but uh, I kind of like that. Uh, I prefer to try to go heavy on my main few and then get a 15 to 30% clip of some of the other guys. But yeah, there we have it. If you enjoy what I bring to you every day, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. Get that alert every time we drop videos here at DFS Army. If you want to join us, I'll put links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, that's RAZ, for 10% off your monthly membership. And as always, best of luck, everybody.